Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. We're Grain-Free Homestead. My name is Stephanie. Today we're just going to do a quick, simple little video on why you need to get chickens and how easy it is. So it's going to be just a rundown of our chickens, what we do, how we did it. We have had them for a little over a year now. We do live in a neighborhood. We're on less than an acre. We do have a nice size lot, a little over 3/4 of an acre. But you can do this. I just wanted to do this video to show everyone who thinks, well, I can't homestead. You know, I live in a regular house on a street. I want to show you that you can do it. I want to encourage you to do it. So I brought my eggs out here. So we collect them in the colander and then I put them away as we need to. And so I'm just going to do a rundown on how we got them, how many we got, what we keep them in, that sort of thing. For our family, we're a family of 5, so I wanted 6 chickens. I felt comfortable getting 6 chickens because I was intimidated too by the whole process and how much work it was going to be, how much they were going to cost, that sort of thing. So you can probably hear them, see them all right here. They're wanting a treat. So let me turn it around here and I'll show you our chickens. So here's our little flock. We've got Oreo, the gray one flapping there is Zelda. The black one is Velvet. She's got that greenish hue to her. She's a midnight moraine. She's got feathers on her feet. We have our 2 barred rocks, Spotty and Oreo, and we have 2 Isa Browns. What's their name, Hannah?
Vanilla Wafer and Hey Hey.
Hey Hey, that's right. Hey Hey and Vanilla Wafer. Hey Hey is the one with, see the white on her, like her neck there? And Vanilla, we just call her Vanilla. Okay, so our simple setup, I'll show you guys. This is how we started. See this coop here? This coop here, we actually got this at Rural King. We were in there looking around, looking at the baby chicks. And you can see it's roofed. It has a door here to get to the inside, which they're going to come in here. And we did raise the 2 roosts that were in there. We raised those roosts for them. Now this light here is a solar light. That's this one right here, that's for us. And then we have a solar light that we put on here that comes on at night, and then if there's something walking around, it turns brighter. We kind of did that for when we put them up at night, and also to hopefully keep predators away. So I'm just showing you guys. Now all this straw and stuff that we do that in the winter time. We get that free from neighbors, getting rid of Halloween decorations. And see, there's 2 nesting boxes in there, and they've got eggs. And I'm actually cleaning this out today. Actually, I'm not cleaning it out. We do like a deep bed method. And so I need to add more bedding to the top of that. Let me close this up. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, we did get this coop. We got it like 50% off, something crazy. And like I said in the beginning, I was nervous. I didn't know what to get. I was scared. I was just nervous about it. So I think that we got this coop and it was discounted. I don't want you to think that they're going to be that cheap. It was like $135 or $140. I think that they're originally like $225, $250. Something like that. So what we did is, while we had our baby chicks inside in the brooder, we had them inside for 2 weeks, and then we had them in our garage for about 3 or 4 weeks because we're cold here for quite a while. My husband built this chicken tractor here. It's kind of hard to see with all the straw in the way, but he built this chicken tractor on a frame. We does have wheels on it. We could move it, but we've got it in here pretty good now. There's their water. It's just a basic water inside there. We added some roosts across the top. See the roost there? And then there's a diagonal roost across the bottom. So we added a roost inside the little coop. There's a little roost inside there too, because that's roofed. And while we have a tarp over this, and it does keep them dry during the rain, sometimes they just like to stay in the little coop. Okay, so what we do is every night we close this door up. We have a door that we just slide right through there. We had one that slid this way back and forth. You can see this here. That did not work because when you have chickens for a while, you realize they poop everywhere. And they will poop on the sliding track. So sliding tracks just don't work for chickens. It needs to move up and down. This is the other side of the coop. See, we still have all this straw here, and that was a cover we had we had some horrible ice this year. But this is just kind of a windbreak. It insulates it for them, keeps them good and warm, because I do worry about them out here, but they did great. They did fine. We closed this door up right here. We have a handle coming out to the outside. We did add that. It wasn't anything, it wasn't a big deal, so that we didn't have to open it, the door, if we didn't want to at night, and we just close them up in here. And then you can see it right there. We have a white board that we just pick up and we slide down on top of there. So that's how we close them up at night. This came with this hardware cloth on this. So actually, because we have possums and raccoons, the whole bottom part of their inside coop, of this part here, this one, we lined the bottom of it with this hardware cloth so nothing could dig in and get underneath and get in. Just wanted to show you guys how easy it is and that you can do it wherever you're at. I mean, I guess you would be limited by an apartment, but if you have your own house, even if you rent, ask the landlords. It might be something that they might be okay with because they're outside animals. Also check your HOA just to make sure, check your county restrictions. In our county, we can have chickens and roosters, no problem. So they can become like pets. We do have names for them. They let our children go in here. We pick them up, we carry them around. They're great. They eat out of our hand. You know, if we have treats or scratch. We got our chickens at Rural King. You can order them online. There's dozens and dozens of great hatcheries online. For us, because it was our first experience with chickens, we were just kind of diving into this. We wanted to pick the chicks out. We wanted it to be a family thing. Our kids wanted to pick them out. So, we picked them out based on their egg production and their temperament and whether or not they could handle the cold weather. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the basics of what you need for your brooder. And a brooder is just what you keep your baby chicks in. You can't put, not in our climate anyways, we're in zone 6A, you can't put baby chicks outside for the most part. You need to raise them up until they feather out for a couple weeks before you can put them outside. Everything that you can get at Tractor Supply or Rural King, and just look around in your garage for the basics that you have also. You don't have to get real fancy with it. So I'm going to switch you around and show you these things. Okay, so this right here is just one of those simple tubs that come with these yellow lids from Rural King. I think Tractor Supply has them too. It was like $5.98 or $6.98. This was our brooder for our 6 chicks. And all we used was these pine shavings here as the bedding. Okay, we put about 2 inches thick all down in there. We have our waterers and our feeder. They're just the jar type, so I already had the jars. I just had to buy the little feeder and waterer parts. They're literally like $3.98 and maybe up to $5 depending on your area. And there was only 2 other things that we used in our brooder setup. One was the heat lamp with the heat bulb. I don't have it here. They're cheap. They're like $9 to $12 at Tractor Supply, Rural King, any your feed stores. You can get them on Amazon. So my mother-in-law, we always borrow hers instead of buying one. And so you have the heat lamp, and then we also had a fish aquarium screen lid, and we used that on top of the brooder just in case they tried to fly out. We even used that when they got bigger and they will try and flap out and get on the edges and stuff. We used that the entire time. Once we got them out of this tub here, because they did get too big after about 2.5 weeks, we moved them into one of the feeder, what's it called? The feeder tubs, the metal feeder tubs. We did move them into one of those when we put them in the garage, and then we put the heater over top, the heat lamp. We had our, what we do is we also use the pine shavings in the tub as well. We have our feeder and our waterer, and we set them up on landscaping bricks, the bricks that are about 2 inches high. and that keeps them from getting so dirty. That kept it clean. You're still going to give them food and water. You're still going to clean it out. It just won't be several times a day. It can be a once a day thing instead of several times a day. Hope this shows you the basics of having backyard chickens, an egg layer flock. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be 25 chickens. You know, we have 6 chickens, and yes, it is addictive and we want more. It's kind of like tattoos. You get one and you want more. Well, that's how this is. I want to get 4 more, but we have to make sure we have the right room for them. Okay guys, that's all I got. I hope this video showed you guys that how easy it is to have chickens, and that you can have chickens in a neighborhood. You don't have to have a big homestead. You don't have to have a giant farm. That having chickens, it's kind of like having, they are our pets. They're our backyard pets. It's not hard. It's super simple. It's something that you can do right now. They have baby chicks in all the stores, all your feed stores. Usually at the end of February, beginning of March, they have them. They have multiple kinds to choose from, like what we did. We had 2 barred rocks, 2 Isa Browns, a midnight Moran, and I'm trying to remember what our third one is. She's a purple one. Well, I'll think of it when I'm done with the video. Oh, I can't believe I forgot where she is. Oh, shoot. Well, anyways, get out there, go shopping, go look at baby chicks, look them up online, see what kinds you like. Pick out pretty ones, the ones that you think are pretty. Pick out ones that have cool feathers or have beautiful eggs. Whatever it is that you like. I hope that you guys like this video that gives you a look into what backyard chickens are, what they look like, how much room they take up in our yard, which isn't a lot, and how much fun they can be. If you guys like this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. We would love that. It would help us so much. And if you share it on your social media, that can help us more than anything. We do have Instagram, we have a Facebook group, and our YouTube channel. It's just Grain Free Homestead. You guys have a blessed week. We'll catch you on the next one.